Hello, gorgeous humans. Welcome to today's morning practice. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. So I'm inviting you into my little morning bubble, my morning sanctuary where I try and find a little pocket of sun to stretch into. So find your mat, find your place that feels cozy and comfortable, and begin to settle into your sit bones. Dropping a little bit more deeply into yourself. Asking yourself what it is that you need today. Perhaps like me, you need a little bit of a hug. You feel like you're just longing for that safe confinement. So offer whatever it is that you need and desire to yourself. Feeling your breath, filling and expanding into every corner of you, into every edge, every bone. And if it feels right, joining me now in this self-hug as we begin to sway, circle, and spiral from left to right, to the front and behind, allowing yourself to immerse in this beautiful sound of the morning light, finding flow, finding how your body wants to move today. With your next exhale, placing your palms on your knees and beginning to shrug and circle your shoulders up, back and down. Perhaps swaying to the front and to the back, finding fluid and joyful movements. Giving your body exactly what it is that it needs today to shake off those morning or evening cobwebs. Keep breathing into your roots, into your belly, allowing your head to move with your spine. Celebrating in this moment, this life, this body, this breath. Your movement and your honoring of yourself is the celebration. Taking big circles with your whole body now. Scooping your chest to the front before planting your palms in front of you and wiggling with your head bowed from left to right. Dropping more deeply, dropping even more deeply, if you will, into child's pose. Stretching and wiggling in whatever way feels good to you. Feeling it in your hip bones, in your belly, in your heart as it reaches towards the earth. In your forehead, inhaling that point that is touching the ground. Keeping your hands close to your body or extending them out in front of you, reaching and stretching, feeling that stretch in your side body. Deep breaths. Allow yourself to sink more deeply into the holding of the earth. For a moment, becoming one with the heartbeat, with the movement, with the sounds. Melting, merging, dancing in that infinite space. On your next inhale, lift to rise. Palms planted in front of you. Finding that wiggle once again. Wiggling back to seated pose. Finding some juicy movements in your shoulder blades, in your head, in your spine, in your neck. Taking your palms up towards the sky and repeating that movement a few times, flowing up and flowing down. Inhaling your palms up, exhaling down. Through this practice, I'm going to be repeating a few of these movements, this undulation, this rhythm that allows us to flow and to remember and to feel. Stretching from left to right, all the way around. Taking up space. Now place your palms on your shoulders so your elbows are in line with your shoulder blades. They are not dropping, and we will begin to turn from left to right, inhaling left, exhaling right rapidly. Inhale left, exhale right as you swing, opening your central channel, opening and awakening those beautiful twists in your body to bring more energy into your life. Awakening that inner fire. Moving from chaos into stillness, gathering that energy from all the way around you, feeling your core strong. Keep going, my love, we're almost there. If you feel dizzy, please stop and center in the middle. But we are here and we have arrived. So pause with a deep inhale in the middle. Inhaling from your roots, from your center, through your belly, all the way to the top of your spine, and hold. Hold that big, beautiful breath. And release, let go. Feel that energy moving through your body, noticing the spaciousness and the vastness that has been created. What are the pockets of yumminess that you can feel and find within yourself? We spend so much of our life trying to fix the problems. What if in this moment you find anything that feels good, Whether it's that breath in your nose, that bird song in your ears, your little pinky toe. And with that yummy deliciousness, begin to feel and open it a little bit more, perhaps stretching into it, letting your head fall back. You can stay here for a few more breaths, feeling into those pockets of yumminess as I shift around a little bit my space. Getting rid of the pillow underneath me. We will be moving into our cat-cows. So if you feel ready, you can begin to shift into that pose now. Or offer your body anything else that it wants to do right now. A shake, a shimmy, a deeper breath, a loving touch. How does it feel to hold the tension of waiting just for 3 more breaths? Meeting me in that beautiful cat-cow. Feeling your knees grounding into the earth. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, head up, exhale down. Feeling into that rhythm. Keep going, my love. Beautiful job. Find that rhythm, that fluidity in your spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Perhaps you want to fall into inner child, into child's pose for just a moment before moving through cat-cow into downward dog. Stretching the back of your body, the backs of your legs. Wiggling around and shimmying in any way that feels good to you. Feeling the arches of your feet. Even dropping your knees down onto the floor, sitting back on your heels. Massaging the insides of your feet, left and right. Massaging those arches, those places that we often neglect. To carry us through our entire life. Shift forward into cat-cow so that you can wiggle your ankles about. Stretching out the lower portion of your legs, your feet, your ankles, your toes, your fingers. Feeling these roots that uphold us. And settle back down onto your knees, onto your heels. Closing your eyes for a moment, and before we go any further, if you want to have a 15-minute practice, this is where you can close. Focusing for a few breaths on your heart. And if you want to keep going, if you have time, we will keep going with a more energizing stretch now. So while I shift into a more sunny spot, keep breathing into that beautiful heart of yours. Keep feeling this moment as a celebration, as an anchoring into what it means to be alive for you today. And whenever you are ready, gently open your eyes again so you can move with that intention. Meeting me at the top of your mat, standing. Take your time. Inhaling deeply in mountain pose. And once again, doing those arm repetitions, inhaling up, exhaling down. Imagining that gracefulness of the ballerina. And float down, stretch the backs of your legs as your fingers support you on the mat. Stretching those thighs, those calves. Finding movement with your palms, so taking the palms of your hands behind you and rubbing the backs of your legs to allow the muscles to soften. Now taking your right foot back behind you into low lunge on your left side. Lean into your left hip, feeling that yummy stretch. And shift between stretching your front leg and bending into your knee. Doing whatever feels good for you. Wiggling around, circling your hips, dropping deeply into your low lunge, or perhaps you're feeling more of that stretch in the front leg. Switching over your legs now, right foot in the front, left leg back. First, breathing into that stretch in your hips. Deep breaths. And opening to wiggle around. Listening to your body here, your intuition. What does your body want to experience and feel in this lower plane of the body? What do you want to explore? On your next breath, step back both of your feet and sink into low cobra. Wiggling around, shimmying. Inhale, rest back to child's pose. And on your exhale, back to cobra. So we are floating now between these two poses. Opening and stretching our heart. Then curling our spine and stretching backwards. Opening your heart space. Shifting from left to right, feeling all around. Staying now in cobra. Palms on your mat, shimmying from left to right. On your next inhale, drop your forehead to the mat. Clasp your fingers behind you. And on your inhale, open your chest, lift yourself upwards. Breathing into your heart. Take a breath down to rest, forehead down to the mat. Inhale, lift your chest, stretch your clasped palms behind you, look forward, heart shining forward. Stretching into your back body, feeling the abdominals activated. Exhale, rest your forehead down. And this time completely sink into the ground, as if with each and every single breath you are receiving infinite nourishment. Allowing every single point of your body to relax, to open to this receiving. Softening the joints in your shoulders, the back of your neck, the backs of your ribs, the back of your head. Sinking deeper. Take a deep breath in and inhale to tabletop position. Slowly. Find your way to downward dog. Stretching out for a moment your legs, your front, your back. Find your flow for the next few breaths as we prepare to enter the final, more dynamic session of this practice. On your next exhale, sink down through chaturanga, back through downward dog, and step forward or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, raise into mountain pose, floating arms. Exhale, let go of your body, sinking to the ground and lifting yourself through bent spine, arched back. Inhale a few times, those beautiful circular arms, before sinking again into low lunge. On your left side, inhale up, exhale down, stepping your leg back, exhale chaturanga, inhale sphinx, exhale down facing dog. Right foot steps forward, inhale, hands to the sky, low lunge. Exhale, left knee lifts back, both feet together, down facing dog. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Feel the spaciousness of chair pose. Bending and straightening your knees, bending and straightening the back of your body. Meet me again on your next inhale in mountain pose. Arms lifting up and falling down in front of your chest, all the way towards the base of your feet. Exhale. Lunge on your left leg. Inhale up, exhale down. Stepping your left foot back together, stretching into down facing dog. Exhale down through chaturanga dandasana. Exhale back to down facing dog. Find your flow now through chaturanga back to down dog. Flexing through your entire body, your spine, your neck, going at your own pace. And sinking back into down dog, stepping your right foot forwards. Low lunge on your right. Deep breath in, arms fly towards the sky. Exhale down. Stretching out the front knee before dropping back on your sit bones. Grabbing your insides of your soles together. Bouncing your knees up and down, letting your knees fall apart. You may place your palms behind you to fully open and vibrate in your hips. Take a moment to pause here. So sink back all the way down to the back of your mat, hugging your knees into your chest. Remembering that beautiful hug that we began with. This time feeling the support of the ground underneath you. Shifting from left to right. Finding soothing movements for your lower back. And stretching out your legs wide. Placing your right foot on top of your left knee and placing your palms on your left shin, stretching your left leg a little bit towards you. Swapping over your legs, right ankle goes on left knee. Stretching that right leg closer to you. Extending your feet towards the sky, playing around a little bit, letting one foot drop, opening your legs, swirling around, activating your core, doing whatever feels good. Perhaps lifting your bum a little bit into the sky, activating that core fiery muscle. Perhaps bending your knees if that feels better. My palms are underneath my bum for a little bit of extra support. So play around in whatever way feels good to you. And now settle fully into Shavasana, taking a few deep breaths here with me as we come to the end of this practice. remembering that intention and that need that arose in the beginning of the session, noticing if it has shifted or changed, if it feels satiated or if it feels like it needs something more. Taking these final moments for yourself to gift yourself what it is that you desire. Perhaps a little shake, a shimmy, a dance, a warm cup of tea, reading some beautiful words from a book, calling a friend, or anything else. Whenever you're ready, you can close this practice yourself, and I will see you on the next one. Have a beautiful day.